Hi there, it's me again, your Lavanya. We are going to continue our discussion on Unmai vilakkam, verse number 45. Just a small recap. There were 8 questions that were put forth in front of the guru by the disciple, and the guru has already answered almost 7 questions. Now he is going to discuss about the finale question, which talks about what is going to be the state of the soul after realization. In order to understand this, we have never even reached that stage. We are very, very far from that to even understand, or even if it is explained to us, I don't think we can really grasp that concept. That is the reason what Guru is doing is he is using a very, very simple technique. The technique that has been used in our ancient Tamil literatures. He gives an analogy that we are all able to relate with, and then we can perceive something that we are not aware of. Let's look at what are the analogies that our Guru is using over here. Before that, let's look at the verse. Verse 45. Mutthi thanai adainthor mundu பழம் போது அங்கி வித்தகமாம் வீணை இவற்றின் ஒத்த இரதம் மணம் வெம்மை எழில் நாதம் போல விரவுவர் என்று ஓதும் விதி. The analogy that he is using, there are 4 examples that our Guru is giving. If you look at the word Guru, it's a very beautiful one. Someone who is already in a realized state and he's sharing his experience is Guru. When you talk about people like me, we just read the text, understand the meaning, and then we are trying to explain it. We cannot be called as Guru, rather we are teachers. When you say Guru, those people who have already realized it and they are in the path, already in the path, they are the ones who are going to be called as Guru. So here Guru has already reached that state. That is why he is explaining in a much simple manner, because what he is trying to explain is his experience. The first example he says is a fruit and its taste. If you look at the fruit and taste, it is inseparable. Can we separate the taste from the fruit? When we say mango, the taste related to mango is in its DNA itself, its inheritance. It cannot be changed. When we say grapes, apple, orange, whatever fruit, the taste relating to that is in its DNA itself. It is inseparable. So the relationship between God and the soul after realization is inseparable. Now the next question can come in. Then can I say I am God? That's where the second analogy he is giving is no, it is something like the smell, the aroma in a flower. If you look at the characteristic of smell, it is different. The characteristic of a flower is different. Even though it is different, you cannot really separate it. So when you look at that texture, when you look at the attributes and the characteristics, it is different. God and soul can never be the same. But it is something like this. When you bring an iron piece in front of a magnet, the iron will absorb the quality of a magnet, but it can never become a magnet. But it can acquire the characteristics of a magnet. Similar to that, when you look at the characteristics, God and soul, they are different. And the third example he says is, it is something like fire and heat. It's always going to be together. Wherever there is fire, there will be warmth as well. So the concept of warmth and the concept of the moment we talk about inseparable, together and different, he is giving 3 analogies over here. One is the fruit and its taste, another one is the flower and its aroma, and the third one is fire and its heat. So the relationship that we have to relate with is something like this. Now, I'm sure we cannot understand it 100% because we are not yet in that position, but theoretically we can try to perceive it. Even today, we know God is with us, in us, and He is guiding us. But when we are not 100% there yet, in order to realize that, yet we are enjoying the benefit, yet we are enjoying the happiness. Imagine a state when we really understand that He is with us and we reach that kind of a state. Can you imagine what kind of a blissful state it is going to be? Wonderful. Now, once a person reaches the realization, they will get into something like the musical instrument called as veena, and the sound that is coming, or the music that is coming from veena. If you look at any string kind of an musical instrument, for example like violin or guitar or something, the music is so peaceful. The music, especially if you hear violin, it's so peaceful. We can just relate with that, and the life, the blissful state is going to be something similar to that. That is what our Gurunatha is trying to explain over here, to say the life, as in the soul, and the relationship with God after realization is inseparable, yet they are together, yet they are going to be the characteristics are going to be different, yet the blissful state is going to be given. The blissful state that God is in will be given to the soul as well. Such a wonderful verse that we have discussed. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, bye-bye.